Gonna be the first trade recap of 2026. Currently 9:47. This is like a live recording session. I'm just going through like the market and like looking at the charts right now and just looking at everything. And I really don't see anything that I would take, if I'm being truly honest. This is probably the last setup I would have took for right now. Maybe later on we see something, but really gonna only stay on the charts till like probably 10:30, 11 maybe. Probably have hop off, go do something else, go to the gym, read, meditate. This week we do have some news. Oh, and again, I did buy more combines. I bought 2 more. This one's halfway from being passed, and then eventually the other 2. So the idea here is if I pass this one, we can eventually get funded on this one, not activate it yet, and then eventually wait to pass the other 2, activate them all at one time, and then eventually start copy trading like sets of 2, and then eventually just try to rinse and repeat the payouts. And but this week we do have some NFP. We have news at 10 a.m. That's one thing, and then eventually we have NFP basically later throughout the week. So the first 2 days here, Monday and Tuesday, are usually really good days to trade. Wednesday AM session, probably the last AM session until after NFP, then eventually I'll start looking to trade. But since we have 2 factors of news this day, we have 8:30 and then 10 a.m. I'm probably gonna wait for 9:30 to see if 9:30 is volatile, and if 8:30 did impact it to the point where 10 a.m. is just not gonna move. So usually it happens. Sometimes we have 10 a.m. news and it just doesn't do shit, and you just miss a move because like you're waiting for news. But we're just gonna have to wait and see there. There's really not much else here. We do have an SMT to move lower on NQ and ES. So, but again, we do have this 15-minute gap right here holding. So we have SMT at the highs here. You know, we have this. Doesn't look bad. I wouldn't be against shorting, since NQ has been a lot weaker. But I just don't think we have enough of a confluence here, to be truly honest. Yeah, I don't think we have enough of a confluence. This is another thing too, like using the bro. Since I'm on a combine, I'm trying to be more cautious, and I'm trying to dwell that into my mind, bro. Like you're on multiple accounts. You know, like even if you are copy trading funded accounts, it doesn't matter if you're on a combine, you're on this, you're on that. You're trading with multiple accounts, and you're just trading, bro. Follow your system. Be extra cautious. Be extra picky with your setups, bro. All right, guys. So today we took no trade, and it's a break-even day or no trade day, whatever you want to call it. My bias was originally bearish going into today, since we had I don't know. My bias was a little mixed today. I won't lie. Since we did sweep this low and we were inversing this fair value gap on ES, and YM was moving higher. But NQ fell to reach this high while the other ones are basically breaking above it. So I thought, you know, maybe this one was a little bit lagging and it's going to lead the way down, while the other ones were just manipulating higher to then push down lower also. But it seems I was wrong. And yeah, I didn't see what I needed to see to take the trade, and that's perfectly fine. And that's why it's so important to have your confirmations and everything aligning. And yeah, that's pretty much really it. I didn't really have any higher time frame confluences also going into today, except for this 4-hour SIBI. No, 4-hour candle range high, no sweeps, none of that on the daily also either. You know, we had a daily bullish CRT on ES, as you can see here. So we had a little reversal. Market pushed up higher. 1-hour time frame, we had a 1-hour candle range low sweep. 9 o'clock came and we just pushed up higher and reached these highs. And yeah, we're just breaking above now. And on imminent Q, we had a 5-minute inversion for rally up, and I didn't take it though because I don't know. I don't like how we stalled around here. This for rally, we were just multiple wicks. Even though this would have been a good trade to take it up here, it just wasn't one of my type of setups that I would have seen myself actually taking, if I'm being truly honest. But I know probably some people took it. Congrats to them. It's a nice 1-hour trade. Slow movement today, honestly. Not really my type of market. Again, just being patient, waiting. We have NFP later this week, so we might just wait for that and see if tomorrow can offer something, and Wednesday, and then eventually just wait for Friday. Not really going to be, planning to trade Thursday, but I'll see if the market does offer something. But usually the day before NFP, I don't see many setups play out. So that's pretty much really it for today. Honestly, it was a slow day. Again, we have multiple combines. I did buy more because, again, I want to get max allocation with Top Set, but I don't want to rush the process. This account is more than halfway past, or halfway to being passed, I should say. Then, yeah, we're just going to aim to pass this one and then eventually the other 2. And then activate them, and then start copy trading in groups of 2. Yeah, just leaving the other accounts alone a little bit, and yeah, not really worried about those fundeds. Later on, we'll trade them. Just again, trying to be more disciplined, follow the system, and just being more picky with my setups, being patient. And I know the market, will reward me for being patient and just following my rules, following my system, and just having my edge in play. And that's basically really it. Not much else to talk about, honestly. So yeah, this is really it. It's really the only setup. Why the setup was good, because we had a 15-minute PDA right here for him, and it was a 15-minute buy-side balance. It was holding, didn't get disrespected, and then the 5-minute inversion formed after that. So 15-minute BISI held, 5-minute SIBI didn't, and it got inverse, and then you could just take it up to these highs. That's pretty much really the trade for today. Nothing else really I would want to see, honestly. So that is pretty much really it. Yeah, peace.